the last two Overframe cards in the recently released OCG set utility selection have been revealed. Now I get that I never got the chance to talk about them here on the channel when they were first announced, but better late than never. Honestly, these two cards, my opinion, could very may well be the two cards that break the meta because of the fact that the fact that they can literally do more than what a lot of people expect. So let's get straight into it. I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's kick things off with the first one, which is known as Ultimate Sky. And again, both these cards are going to be overframed. So here's the first one. Again, it is known as Ultimate Sky. Which is a quick play spell, and the effect reads as follows. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. You can only use each effect once per turn. Target face-up cards on the field up to the number of face-up monsters your opponent controls. Pay 800 life points for each target. Negate their effects until the end of the turn. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or grave, negate that effect. Okay, so think about this, right? The first part of this effect. Again, target face-up cards on the field up to the number of face-up monsters your opponent controls and pay 800 for each target. Negate their effects until the end of the turn. This is basically forbidden droplet, but you don't have to pitch any cards in your hand for cost. You don't have to pitch cards in your hand. You don't have to pitch cards on your field for cost. You only have to pay the life points. And if you do end up nuking, their entire board, all of their floodgates, if you nuke everything and you're able to combo off, this card can ultimately win you games every single time. Personally, I believe that this card can be used in pretty much almost every single deck in the format. It can be used in Shaddolls. It can be used in Yubel decks. It can be used in Blue Eyes decks, especially if you're going second. This card can be a game changer. Definitely a very powerful card to say the very least. And then the second part of the effect. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or grave, negate that effect. So it's basically debug, but in the form of a quick play spell, and the only downside is that unlike debug, Ultimate Sky does not banish the targeted monster. So with debug, the effect reads that basically reads that if your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or grave. So let's say for example, let's say for example, you have a set debug, right? And you activate let's say Pot of Avarice. Then your opponent activates DD Crow on one of your targets. You flip up debug as Chainlink 3. So now not only does DD Crow's effect get negated, but it also gets banished. With this card, with Ultimate Sky, it just negates the effect. That's all it does. Is it good? Absolutely, 100%. This is a very powerful meta changer because of the fact that it can be used against it can be used against pretty much every single deck in the format, including Cool Tune, Yummy, Raiziel, pretty much anything Mitsurugi. It can even also stop Lord of the Heavenly Prison if you're going first. If you're going second, it doesn't really do much, but it is definitely something to consider. So definitely something worth looking into. Now for the other new card, it is known as Dominus Steer Rose Pamela, which I'm probably butchering the name, but it is a 4-star light spellcaster tuner with 0 attack and 2000 defense, and the first 2 effects are both once per turn. The first effect reads, during your opponent's turn as a quick effect, you can reveal this card in your hand, add 1 Dominus Purge from your deck to your hand. Add 1 Dominus Purge card from your deck to your hand, then discard 1 card. Second effect reads, if this card is normal or special summon, you can set one Dominators or Dominus Purge trap from your deck or grave, and it can be activated this turn. Third effect reads, face down cards in your spell and trap zones cannot be destroyed by card effects. Would I consider this to be a powerful card? In a matter of speaking, yes, because of the fact that it can search out. Excuse me. It can search out Dominus Purge, which if you're playing if you're playing like, let's say, like a fire deck or something like that, this card, then obviously Dominus Purge can be very, very, very useful. The only downside is that you can't activate hand traps when you activate Dominus Purge or Dominus Impulse, especially Impulse, because if your opponent activates, like, let's say Call of the Haunted, and they're playing the new Bones deck. Once you've activated Impulse, you're basically screwed. You are basically screwed, and I know that because I was playing a little bit of Master Duel yesterday, doing the legendary anthology event, and yeah, I kind of fucked up on that one. So I know. So would I consider both these cards to be powerful? Absolutely, 100%. Especially Ultimate Sky, because of the fact that it's literally it's basically Forbidden Droplet and Debunk on steroids. Like, that's how good Ultimate Sky is. Would I say that it can be useful in the TCG? No question. There is no question about it. As far as Rose Pamela goes, honestly, I would consider this to be good. The only issue is that it can easily die to Ash. It can die to Imperm. Like, it literally loses to pretty much every single card that does not want you to play Yu-Gi-Oh. That's how modern Yu-Gi-Oh basically is right now. And I know that because I've been playing mostly Goat, Hat, and Edison for the last year now. And it's a lot better than modern Yu-Gi-Oh, in my personal opinion, but definitely interesting, to say the very least. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, be sure to follow me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing